Welcome back to my studio. I'm Yvette Mecca. Let's go. Come on in, come on in, come on in. If you have not grabbed your large, extra large papers, book pages, larger than a 12 by 12, larger than an 11 by 14, I'm talking 11 by 17, in that range, stop right now and go grab them. I have a few folds. Oops, excuse me. I have a few folds that I want to show you that you can do with your pages so that you can add them to your art projects, your junk journals. I am starting a new one, and this is the perfect time for me to show you all exactly how to do these folds. They're pretty quick, and yeah, that's what I'm doing today so that I can add them. I will be working with this paper pad from the Paper Studio. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby or Joann's years ago. It's pretty old. It was on clearance. It doesn't have double-sided paper, but it's fairly thin, which is going to be perfect for what we're going for this time around. And then, okay, so I have these already folded, cut down to size, ready to go. I have a couple pages, music notes ready to go. And now let's get to folding these pages so that you can add them to your journal. Our first page is going to be fairly simple, the same way you would do with any other page that you have, any other book page. Pretty simple. It has top loading and a bottom loading pocket on both sides of this page. I'm just going to take this one here, and I like to turn the graphics, not the graphics, but the text upside down, but I don't really have to worry about that with this map page. So basically we're going to fold up and then fold down. Pretty simple, pretty quick, and pretty simple. Gonna go up as far as you want to go. This is the depth of your pocket, so keep that in mind when you're folding. I don't want a really super deep pocket, so I'm going to go pretty much right here, and then I'm going to fold it down just like this. And I am eyeballing I am eyeballing all of this. Okay, that's what we have thus far. Crease this really good, crease that really good, and now we want to just simply fold it in half. I'm gonna go this way, making sure I'm corner to corner, and press out and down. Get that really good right there. Okay, so now you have it on the outside. You have your pockets on the outside, nothing's in the inside, or flip it around and put them in the inside. Okay, so now that I have this fold, I'm simply going to give it one more good fold. Make sure everything is nice and even. I don't have my bone folder. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. Oh, I don't have my bone folder with me. at the moment, so that is another reason why I'm eyeballing. Now I have pointy scissors which really help in this technique. We're just going to take a sliver off the inside of that pocket that you created. I'm talking sliver, and we want to cut on an angle until we get up to that line. See how thin that was? Sliver, because if you cut it too wide, it'll be a huge gap. All right, see how the opening is? That's how I like it. It gives your page an opportunity to fold without any issues. All that extra page, all that extra in the middle. Okay, nice and neat. So now I'm just gonna glue. I'm just gonna glue everything down. Now, before you glue anything down, take the time to look at it and see, okay, what do I want to do that I will not be able to do once it is fixed? Okay, so for instance, I'm going to put some ink here because I'm not going to be able to lift it up and ink it, after I get it down to the page. So I'm just gonna do a little something. Guys, I don't really care for this brush. I'll just take the pad, but yeah, I don't even have my pad. I just popped in here. I've been upstairs for a while, for probably all of last week, if I'm not mistaken. I was having issues with my RA, and so I'm in the studio today, but I was just like, oh no, I'm not going down no stairs. Are you kidding me? I'm doing that. No. So everything was upstairs. I was sitting in the living room comfortably with all of my pieces that I could carry and gather. My little folding table. I was happy, and I'm going right on back up here too. My husband tried to sit down beside me, and he's like, this is a couch, this is not your studio. And I was like, I didn't hear anything he said. I wasn't paying no attention. Okay, so we have a little stain there. I can do the sides once it's adhered. That's not a problem. But this little flap here, I definitely want to do it. Now, another thing is I can put an opening here with my punch if I want. If you want to do that, this is the time to do that as well. Oh, nope. I want to put something behind it to give it some stability. So we're gonna put that up under there with this thin paper and the punches. Yeah, they don't really care for that. That was a nice clean punch. We're gonna do the same to this side. Put that over. I'm gonna put that here. Whoop, it moved. Okay. Wow, that's all over the place. Such a messy girl. Okay. Done and done. Now we're gonna lock everything in. I am satisfied with my design, and I'm just gonna lock it in. Do one side at a time. That is a lot of glue. So we're gonna share, bring that on over here. That was enough to do this side as well. Now that was just really too much. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay, fasten this down. All right, this is fold number 1. Fold number 2. Look how hidden that is. You have to really look like, what? Where is it? So here we have a top loading 1 and 2 on both sides. 1 and 2. Yeah, 1 and 2. Okay. So we're going to take our paper. We're going to fold it in half. So I got 1. We're going to fold her in half. Now I have some more intricate folds, and I have a big book of ideas, but this book that these are going into, this journal that these are going into, I do daily journaling, and I don't have time for a lot of bells and whistles. I just don't. And I've realized that recently. You know, my journals consist mainly of a lot of writing space. Okay, so now that we have, did I go the wrong way? Let me check. No, okay. So now that we have our pages in half, I've turned my text upside down. I'm going to take this page and I'm going to fold it in half. Well, not in half, but I'm going to fold it to my desired, because that is depth. That is where the pocket. So I just want to go probably, okay, that's upside down. I'm going to go about here. Okay, like that. That. And then once again, depending on where you put it is where it's going to, the depth of that particular pocket. So I'm going to bring this all the way down like so. We have 2 pockets. Again, here and here. Now we want to take both of them, fold them in half. Oh, look what has accompanied me. My wand, my bone folder. So we're going to take advantage of this little gadget. Make sure everybody is nice and creased. Fold in half. And now, this is the base of the page. Remember, it's going to go to the bottom of the page. Therefore, this little corner here, I'm going to flip this upside down and I'm going to make that narrow little slither of a cut. And I'm doing that on an angle. So if you can see, it's like that much. I'm starting probably over just a little bit more. Okay. I can't talk. I can't breathe. I'm not doing this. Oh, that took a lot out of me. Okay. All right. Let's see what happened. There we go. There we go. So now I'm going to fix it to the base of the page. But what do I need to do before I do that? Check to make sure there's nothing I want to do to these pockets before I glue them down. And I have some things that I want to do. For instance, again, yes sir, we are going to ink up these pages. Okay, really simple, nothing too drastic. Okay, nothing drastic at all. And it is time to rinse and repeat. What I do to one side, I'm going to do to the other. Now we're going to take this and add it to here. Get some of that glue. Taking it all the way to the bottom of the page. And that is page fold number 2. Number 3. Okay, we have a flip out. 2 pockets, a 3rd pocket, or you can take this, adhere to here, and cut that off, but we're going to stick with the original plan, which is pocket, 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 pocket. So we have our large paper, and we're going to fold it up. Again, to however high, the depth of what you want. That was a shallow pocket, so this time I'm going to bring it up just a little bit more. Just like so. Okay, now I'm going to take one of the music pages as my guide. And here is where I want to fold. Right in front of that little notch I made. Where is... Well, I don't know where I put my scoreboard. Tells you between here and upstairs, I've been doing my own little thing. Okay, give me a second to figure out where I put my scoring little gadget. Oh my gosh. All right, be right back. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. All right, let's get back to it. So we're just going to take our cutting board and go right on down that center. That little fancy tool. Fold on that line. Okay, that's what we have so far. And now we want to take this extra and fold it in. So I'm going to make a notch right at that line. Right at this page. But my score line is in front of the line or behind the line. I'm just gonna fold this in. Fold it in on itself. I'm going to reverse that fold. Turn it upside down so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going... Nope, not yet. I did it wrong. reverse the fold. Oh, wait a minute. I don't forget what I did. Here we go. Now, just do my slither. I'm gonna do that at every point. Slither. And those are our cut points. So now we just want to check and see everything is where it should be. Folding in. Is folding in on itself. Just like this. Okay. So now we want to check and see again what we want to do with the flaps. So I'm going to take my punch and let's see if it'll fit. No. Okay. So fold it out. Line it up with the page. It just makes the punch nice and clean without it getting stuck. So just want to take a little bit of that. Everybody is punched and ready to go. We are going to get our ink on. Bip bam, thank you ma'am. Now it's time to fasten her down. We are rinsing and repeating across the board. Let's see, make sure you can see. There's so many possibilities that you can do with these oversized pages. See, I could close this off and make it a side pocket. It's endless, but again, I want something nice and quick and simple. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. Leave her alone, because yeah, she don't like that. Here. All right, I used too much glue. My nozzle's not fitting anymore. Yet, with all that said and done, this is pocket number 3. 1, 2, 3 top loading pockets with a flip out. Pocket number 4. All right. So with this pocket, getting my large oversized paper. Okay. And let's see how it's constructed. We have a pocket here. Oh, this page is just too big. Okay. Well, I mean, this card is just too big. So side here, and top here. Top, side here, side here. So let's see if we can reconstruct this. Let me get a little sip of my tea. Today, we are drinking once again some of that ginger and turmeric. I don't have any honey in here. You know, those are that combination right there is good for inflammation and oh excuse me, hold on. Yeah, good for inflammation and mucus. So like I said, I was having issue with RA, which is rheumatoid arthritis, and you know, if you've been following me, I already have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia along with regular arthritis. It's ridiculous. That's just way too much. So we're gonna fold this completely in half. Too much. actually like the torn edge versus this nice clean edge, but Sarah, turning that upside down. Put you there for a sec. Fold you in half. Oh. Fold it in half again. Well, not in half, but you know, fold it to the depth that I want. I'm going to cut this in half. And you can always cut off the, you know, the trim if it's not to your desire. You do whatever you want. This is just a base of information. Woo. This thing act like it's new, and it's totally not. It's totally not new. But it sure do packs a punch, don't it? All right, so I have a punch here. I'm gonna offset it and put it up here. Whew. Gosh, it's gonna pop me in my eye. Man, it landed like literally on my face. That's too much. Too much. All right, so I did that one top. I'm gonna flip it and do this one bottom. Oh my gosh, this thing scares me. Jeez, look at all that. Okay, what did I just do? Bottom, okay, top. Okay. Man, okay, no more of that for now, that's for sure. All right, so we are going to use her. Ink her up a little bit. All right. Now let's close these while we have them separated. Try not to put so much glue. Oh my gosh, I think that's good. I wish I could just buy the nozzle separately without it costing an arm and a leg. It's ridiculous. Okay, sidebar. Then I bought these bottles. I have in here 3-in-1, but what the heck is this deal? Like, this supposed to come off and the glue's supposed to come out. It's done glued to the cap. It comes out like so, and it still doesn't want to come out. Like, this is a waste of time and energy. Don't get that. Don't do that. Okay, let's close you up. All right, we have two separate pocket situations going on here, which could be floating pockets, right? So we want to take it and find our center, and we're going to flip them back to back and put them wherever your heart desires. The way that this is constructed, I just remembered this side has a top pocket here, and then a side pocket, but this is too big. Oh god. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we want to flip these over, put you to the side real quick. All right. So this is what they look like on the page. So, well, with my pencil, I'm going to determine how far down do I want this. I don't know. Hold on. You can see it. I don't know. I'm a visual person. How far down do I want this pocket, the top pocket, to go based on this section here? So we're just using this square. Keep that in mind, okay? But the loading dock starts up here, okay? So we need to determine how far down, again, do we want to go. For me, on here, I'm going to come down past the notch, about right underneath the notch is where I want to go. So I'm going to turn her over right about here. So I'm just going to take my pencil. I could just draw a straight line, but I can't really see on this paper. So that's our for the load. Okay, so this side, how far down do I want this to go? I could bring it all the way down to this notch, which would give me a deep pocket. So let me see how deep that is. I want that. I could, if I have it really deep, I could use a big tag, and then this would be a small tag. So let's go about there. So I have off here to the side some little strips. These are our spacers. Okie dokie. And this is with cereal box, your what is this, manila folders, whatever, something a little thicker than cardstock. Okay, so now I'm gonna work on one at a time, because we're just basically doing what? You got it. Rinse and repeat. I'm gonna put the strip at the top of the pocket. On that glue line. Do the same to the other side. Okay. I don't know why I glued that. I don't need that part. Just gonna focus on the top. Okay, now we have those on. Let's snip it off. Now let's glue this baby down. So I'm using my kitchen sink right now. Now, and a little bit more to where that was. The difference is now with the shiny side of the box, I'm going to switch to 3-in-1. Just like that. Find the center of the page. And I'm coming all the way down to the corner of that page, leaving that little gap so that it can turn, the page can turn like so. I have to line it up with those words. All right, this is pocket number 4. I mean, this is fold number 4. So now that we have pocket number 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, what you notice is that they're all different sizes. They all are blank. If you haven't noticed, they all are blank on the outside. Okay. So now what you can do, you can take another page and create pockets for the outsides. Okay. So I will show you. I don't want this pattern on that. So let's, I don't know, give me a shadow. Okay. So I don't have any free pockets made. So I'm just gonna take this in half. I'm eyeballing this just so you know. Fold it again. At this point, you can take this page, fold it around this page, and then create your pocket like so. Now I want to cut this page down some. I like these words at the bottom, so I'm gonna flip this over. Just like that. Fold it down. I want to glue this flap. You're going to glue the bottom and right there. Now we want to flip this over. And what do we want to do? We could do tuck like this. This would be fun. Let's see if it can be a problem because it's different texture. Yeah, okay. Okay. Perfect. And I will do a little brushing here. Now, we're going to glue this top part and the bottom. Do the same on the opposite side. Now your page has pockets on the outside as well as the inside. So this is like double on times double times 4. Pocket. Okay, I'm going to add pockets to the other pages and I'll be right back. All done. What do you think? Go be great and create. Enjoying my content? Well, come join our creative tribe. Subscribe, like, and share. I don't mind at all. Thank you.